Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the final episode of NCW King of the Ring. I am your host, your general manager, your commentator for the evening, NeoXtreme, and we are coming to you live from Youngstown, Ohio, with the final 8 competitors in the King of the Ring Championship. The 4 winners of this will move on to NCW Unforgettable, where they will have to win 2 matches in order to become the first ever King of the Ring champion. And we are kicking things off with Sean O'Connor versus Andreas Gonzales. In our first match of the night, Sean O'Connor has dominated from round 1 through to now. Same with Gonzales, but now it's a contest of power versus speed, size versus experience. Who is going to be the first to move on to the semi-finals and be one step closer to that King of the Ring championship? And next we have the Canadian Vampire Colt Tyson, who won his match through some, I guess you'd say, technical difficulties, due to the fact the referee did not see David Cassidy's hand on the rope. However, Colt Tyson is here now, not David Cassidy. Of course, we'll sort that out when it comes later. But Colt Tyson will be going one-on-one with the NCW Cruiserweight Champion, Lucha Rainbow. Lucha Rainbow defeated Neo Titan last week in the perhaps the biggest shocker of the tournament. So Colt Tyson may be going up against the most dangerous man in this tournament as we speak. Of course, Lucha Rainbow does have a big championship match at NCW Unforgettable in the form of Angel Jr. for the Cruiserweight Championship. So, does he have his mind 100% set on this match, or will Colt Tyson be able to take that advantage? And next we have the French main event versus the Assassin, former World Elite Brothers. That's right, we got the #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Corvo versus the Reaper, Ken Phillips. Ken Phillips defeated his brother in the British Empire, Alexander Leonardo Davidson, to get to this point. Corvo had to defeat Angel Ramirez to get to this point. So the question is, which one of these former World Elite members will be moving on to the semi-finals with a shot at glory on the line? And next, in our finals quarterfinal match, we have Texacool taking on Tetsuya Naito. Tetsuya Naito had to defeat, I believe it was not Cornerstone, the other one out of that group. Christian Rainey, that's right. However, El Texacool beat the juggernaut known as Diego Crimson to get to this point. Again, but this time we've got heart versus talent. I mean, well, El Texacool is pretty talented, but either way, this is our final match of the King of the Ring Championship in episode form. You'll have to watch Unforgettable to see how the rest of that tournament plays out. But for tonight, we've got 4 huge matches, and we're going to kick things off with Sean O'Connor versus Andreas Gonzales. Here we go. We are kicking things off with 1/3 of the #1 contenders for the NCW 6-man tag team champions, or championships. The former undisputed tag team champion, the Viking, Sean O'Connor, and the warpath he has been on to get to this point. We would have to take you all the way back to round 1, where he defeated El Diablo in the first round, and then defeated Trevor Lee White, the Cyborg, in round 2. And then moving on, round 3, he defeated the X Factor DJ Young with nothing but pure power. And last week in round 4, he defeated Dylan Nyrock in a power versus power game to get to this point. But now he is 3 victories away from becoming the first ever NCW King of the Ring champion. Ken Sean O'Connor do what so many men have tried to do in this tournament and create history. Look at that, he is ready to go. And out comes his opponent. The first ever NCW Hardcore Champion, a former NCW King of the Ring Champion, Andreas Gonzales. And he's warpath to get to this point. Started, I believe, in round 2, where he defeated Kid Stacked, a former NCW Undisputed Tag Team Champion. Round 3, he defeated Malcolm Riley, the former Hardcore Champion. And in round 4, he defeated Kaz to make it to this point. This man's already made history before in his career. Can he do it again? Will he be the first ever NCW King of the Ring Champion? That is, if he can take down the mountain known as Sean O'Connor. He'll be one step closer to achieving that goal. So here we go, Viking versus the Mexican hero Andreas Gonzales. And here we go, big, oh, tried for a chop and got a right hook in the face. Sean O'Connor just knocked out Gonzales there. And again, just showing off that power game. Just walking over Andreas Gonzales. But if you remember last week, the Neo Titan made the exact same mistake with Lucha Rainbow and ended up submitting. Can we see something similar in this match? Possibly, possibly not. Sean O'Connor has been dominating since the start of this tournament. I don't think there's any way this man's going to stop. As Gonzales tried to take him down with a drop kick, but another right hook to the face. And Gonzales just goes down. Sean O'Connor is hitting all these high impact moves. And Gonzales just doesn't know how to fight against them. He's been fighting people his own size in the cruiserweight division. Sometimes going up to the light heavyweight or heavyweight, but never a super heavyweight. But Gonzales now looking for a sunset flip powerbomb. Chop to the chest. There he goes, looking Hurricanrana off the top rope. And now another Hurricanrana taking down Sean O'Connor as Gonzales heads up to the top rope. The big man down, and Gonzales trying for a corkscrew moonsault. Trying to use his high-flying ability to take down the big man, but oh, big clothesline there by Gonzales. There he goes, sizing him up. Big stomp right to the chin or the chest, either way. Couldn't see because of that big beard. But a slap to the chest, able to bring down the Viking. And here we go, monkey flip. All that weight on one leg. I'm surprised it didn't crumble under the weight of Sean O'Connor. Gonzales tried something there, got countered. The big man, Irish whip into the corner. As he sets Gonzales down. And we saw this plenty of times last week. 6 times in total. That pendulum backbreaker and just walking around with his opponent in hand. Easier to cart around Gonzales due to him weighing a lot less than Dylan Narak did. But Sean O'Connor can even do it to someone like Spike Masters, as we saw in episode 22. And a big sidewalk slam. And Gonzales is in trouble. If he doesn't do something here, he may be going for a ride. courtesy of the Viking bomb. Oh, and there's that impact. Just being thrown 7 feet into the air, into the ground. 1, 2, 3, and Sean O'Connor advances to the semi-finals. Is there anyone who can stop this monster? Andreas Gonzales officially out of the tournament, but he came a long way to the point he could have been seen as the underdog. And I bet we all would have loved if we could have seen Andreas Gonzales versus Lucha Rainbow, but alas, not to be. At least not for now. Congrats to the Viking, Sean O'Connor. And here we go with match 2 of 4 tonight in the quarterfinals. And here comes the Canadian Vampire, Colt Tyson. In round 1, he defeated one half of the Lashley brothers, Bass Lashley. Somehow he was able to defeat the big powerhouse. Moving on to round 2. Colt Tyson defeated Michael David in the second round. And then round 3, Colt Tyson was able to defeat the aerial assassin Will Ospreay. But last week was possibly the most controversial match in this tournament, where he defeated the former NCW Undisputed Champion David Cassidy. Colt Tyson put David Cassidy down, went for the cover. Cassidy's hand was on the bottom rope. However, the referee, even though in plain view, did not see the hand. And Colt Tyson, on a technicality, advanced to the 5th round. Of course, he won't be getting an easy route tonight. No way in HE double hockey sticks is he going to have an easy fight tonight. But this is the furthest Colt Tyson has ever gone in a tournament. I mean, sure, he was in the deciding match of who would become the first ever 6-man tag team champions. Of course, losing, but that was only 3 rounds. This is 8 rounds. I mean, 7 rounds. But here comes the NCW Cruiserweight Champion. A man who started his adventure from round 2, and his destruction has yet to be satisfied. Where is he? Lucha Rainbow. Lucha Rainbow's name doesn't even stick out on this list, I swear. There we go. Round 2, he defeated the former US champion G's. Round 3, he defeated the former champion of champions Clark Oliver Morrison. And in round 4, he defeated the former NCW world champion, the Neo Titan. But now, he could be the only man in this tournament to defeat Sean O'Connor. But first, Colt Tyson stands across the ring from him. But don't take his size away from him. Lucha Rainbow, a legend in NCW, 5-time light heavyweight champion, first ever light heavyweight champion, not to mention a former champion of champions and a former United States champion, and now the reigning cruiserweight champion. But Colt Tyson trying to rip off Lucha Rainbow's head early with that corkscrew neckbreaker. Well, Lucha Rainbow back to his feet. Big diving clothesline or knee, one or the other. But can he make this jump? Phoenix Splash made the jump, nobody home. As Colt Tyson kicked to the side of the head. Here we go. Irish whip now into the corner. And Lucha Rainbow crumbles. Colt Tyson, big drop kick to the knee. And look at that, he is celebrating that he is able to control the Cruiserweight champion. And here we go, backslide driver. Heading up to the top rope, Lucha Rainbow trying to get to his feet. There he goes, double knees to the chest. We could see an upset in this match. Colt Tyson could defeat Lucha Rainbow right here. First cover of the match, but no, Lucha Rainbow kicking out at 1. And look at these sharp knees. Colt Tyson, Canadian bite, Lucha Rainbow negative colors, and the rainbow rings. You gotta believe Lucha Rainbow is definitely looking for that submission victory. Nothing more humiliating than tapping out your opponent, especially on a big fight night like tonight. But here we go, big European uppercut followed up with a fireman's carry takedown. And here we go, snapmares. Tried for a headbutt, got countered with an elbow. And look at these just going back and forth. One trying to get the advantage over the other. And Lucha Rainbow, what's he got in mind here? Up on the shoulders, looking perhaps over the Rainbow. He just stared down the crowd and looking to end this match already. Locking in the Rainbow rings. Colt Tyson in trouble. Will he submit? Is Lucha Rainbow heading on to the semifinals to face Sean O'Connor? Or will the Canadian Vampire squirm out of it? No, Lucha Rainbow releases the hold. Big shoulder barge. And now Colt Tyson taking the advantage after being locked in the Rainbow rings for about 10 seconds. Able to hang on. As he heads up to the second rope. Rainbow back on his feet, and Colt Tyson didn't make the jump, giving Rainbow the advantage to turn things into his own hands. Now what's Lucha Rainbow thinking here? Springboard. Phoenix Splash to the outside of the arena. Oh, and a big elbow right to the lower back. And here we go, looking, into the ring post. Thought he was looking at getting back in the ring. No, do a little bit of extra damage on the outside. Head colliding with the the ring post. And Lucha Rainbow is taking every bit of advantage he can on the outside as the match goes back into the ring. Rainbow now heading up second rope. Begging him to stand. What could the Dark Lord of the Cruiserweights be thinking here? And big knee right to the side of the head. And that could be it. Lucha Rainbow goes for the cover. Only a 1 count. Stomp to the back. Rainbow now dragging Colt Tyson middle of the ring. And now looking for standing 450 splash. Tries for a low kick. Got countered, knee to the face. Colt Tyson Irish whip into the corner now. And there's that shoulder barge. Lucha Rainbow was sat up in the corner. Defenseless from the super kick. Colt Tyson looking for another one. Lucha Rainbow can't do anything but to hang on as he takes 3 to the face and drops to the ground. But fighting back, boot to the face. And now Lucha Rainbow up on the shoulders. Could he be possibly thinking here? Oh, I thought he might have been thinking another over the rainbow, but no. Instead, went for the flapjack. There he goes. Picks him up. What's he thinking? Snap suplex. Now taking his... trying to get his breath back here. Shot to the face, Lucha Rainbow. Maybe thinking German suplex, counter by Colt Tyson. Counter by Lucha Rainbow. Goes for that knee. Reverse backbreaker. Or reverse neckbreaker, I should say. Oh, counter by Colt. Here we go. Into the corner. Colt Tyson. Again, looking for those trio super kicks. First to one. And here comes the second. Lucha Rainbow is just being kicked non-stop in the side of the head. And Colt Tyson looking to take advantage with a big swing. Around and around the rainbow goes. And Colt Tyson just dropping Lucha Rainbow down as he hooks the leg, trying to cover up Lucha Rainbow's head under the bottom rope. Again looking to cheat to win. But no, Lucha Rainbow able to kick out. Didn't want to take things into the referee's hands. It's Colt Tyson now. Looking to dive from the second rope. What's he thinking here? Diving crossbody. Lucha Rainbow able to roll through with the momentum. And here he goes. Up on the shoulder. Oh, and it hangs him out to dry. Lucha Rainbow able to survive. And now what does the Dark Lord himself have in mind? Lucha Rainbow over the rainbow. But not done there. Lucha Rainbow still got a little bit left to offer in the way of damage with a back suplex. Oh, look at that. He set him up perfectly, middle of the ring. Colt Tyson has nowhere to go as Lucha Rainbow locks into rainbow rings. There may be no escape for him this time, and he has to tap out. Lucha Rainbow advancing to the semi-finals. Lucha Rainbow now has 2 matches set for NCW Unforgettable. One against Sean O'Connor, the other against Angel Jr. for the Cruiserweight Championship. But in the end, Colt Tyson tried as he might, was unable to score the win. Look at that, Lucha Rainbow standing tall here tonight. And he still wants to fight, he still wants to hurt. Well, he gets that opportunity at Unforgettable this week. But who will be able to stop Lucha Rainbow in his quest to becoming a dual champion? Here we go with our third match of the night. History between these two men, as Corvo Jack here has come out on his own since the start of Season 2. A former NCW Light Heavyweight Champion, a former NCW Intercontinental Champion. And has a chance of becoming a 2-time NCW Intercontinental Champion. And if he wins tonight, he'll be that much closer to perhaps becoming the King of the Ring champion. You got to think Corvo Jack is nervous, but ready for the challenge after all. This is the first time he's challenged Ken Phillips in a one-on-one match. After all, they used to be brothers in the rankings of World Elite. But of course, Corvo Jack does have another World Elite member in mind, and that being Eddie Knight. And here comes Ken Phillips, the Reaper, the Assassin, the man who has been dominating this tournament with his 5 moves of doom. 4 different kinds of suplexes followed up with the Reaper's wings normally ends the match as he is torn through Jake Robinson. Timothy Gates, Andy Cox, Alexander Leonardo Davison, and now looking to tear through Ken Phillips. And if he wins this match, either El Texacool or Tetsuya Naito. And then the winner of the other semi-final of Lucha Rainbow or Sean O'Connor. Ken Phillips is being tired of overlooked. He is ready to become the king of NCW. But here we go. France versus Britain. This could be a global tournament for all I know, but here we go. Goes under. Oh, into the gutbuster. Both men surprisingly wearing their World Elite colors, black, white, and red. Shot to the side of the head. Another one. Corvo Jack fighting back with a shot to the rib cage. Big European uppercut. Ken Phillips was kind of the leader, kind of the second in command, depending on if he had a championship or not. Corvo Jack was always the rookie of World Elite, now looking to show that he has what it takes to make it on his own, has what it takes to be the top man in the company. By Ken Phillips taking Corvo Jack out to the outside, and here he goes, German suplex into the barricade. Ken Phillips is a vicious, vicious man, and look at that shooting star headbutt. One thing about Brits, they have the hardest heads in the world of pure wrestling entertainment. Well, except Samoans, they have a pretty fucking hard head. A Corvo Jack backslide on the outside, ramming the back of Ken Phillips' head into the ground. Maybe a little bit of payback for that German into the barricade, and Corvo Jack heading up to the second rope. What could he be thinking of here? Springboard, top rope, cross body. Corvo Jack, he defeated Angel Ramirez to get here. At least from the 4th round. Here we go, another backslide driver. But Ken Phillips able to turn the advantage his way, looking for a neck breaker. No, swaps into a forearm to the back of the neck. And now looking to roll him over, away from the ropes, doesn't want that rope break. One, Corvo able to kick out. Corvo Jack. Who else has he defeated in this tournament? Carter James. And Junior America? Who else? Nope, that's it. Alright, so Angel Ramirez is pretty much the only impressive victory he's had on that roster on his way to this route. But defeating Ken Phillips would be another big impressive victory. By Ken Phillips with that massive headbutt. And now Ken Phillips slowing down the pace for these vicious headbutts. Just raining down on the skull of Corvo Jack. And here we go, picks him up. Looking to explode a suplex. Corvo Jack dumped on his head there. Due to the fact his feet hit that turnbuckle. Corvo looking to fight back. Tried for a shot to the face. Ken Phillips able to counter and kick to the midsection. Looking to put this away. And there's the Reaper's wings. Hooks to the leg. Will Ken Phillips be advancing? And yes, he will. The Reaper continues to impress. Look at that big forearm. Corvo Jack's night was not tonight, but he showed to the world that he came so close to becoming King of the Ring champion. The final 8, not bad, to be honest. 1, 2, 3. But Ken Phillips continues to move on. Can anyone stop this man? It could perhaps be one of the 2 men in the next match. Naito or El Texacool. And here we go with the final match of the King of the Ring, at least in episode form. After this match, we got 3 matches remaining of the tournament, the 2 semi-finals, and then the championship final round. But El Texacool, a former 3-time NCW Hardcore champion, the underdog in this match. I mean, the underdog in the entire tournament, so to speak. But El Texacool defeating Tizda in the first round. Round 2. I believe he won the Hardcore Championship by defeating the adorable one, Damian Rolando. And then moving on to round 3, by that time he had lost the Hardcore Championship. But he was able to defeat the Supreme Athlete, the former 3-time Hardcore Champion, Bruce Coleman. And in round 4 he was able to defeat Diego Crimson. But his adventure is not done yet. Looking to defeat one of Japan's best to move on to the semi-finals. As we got another former NCW Hardcore Champion, but also a former IWGP Heavyweight Champion, IWGP Intercontinental Champion, and another Openweight Champion. Naito started the tournament in the last match of round 1, where he defeated Matt Wilson from Anarchy 5. Matt Wilson, of course, I believe being sent back to developmental. And then moving on, he defeated Tony Lee Williams in the second last match, or actually the last match when I recorded it, the last match of round 2. And then moving on to the last match of round 3, he defeated the former NCW Cruiserweight Champion Jay Lee. Last match of of round 4, defeated the King Shooter himself, Christian Rainey. But now, can he defeat perhaps one of the biggest underdogs in NCW history? Can he defeat El Texacool and move on to face Ken Phillips in the semifinals? Naito, he is ready to go. He is tranquilo, I should say. But this should be a great match. And here we go, El Texacool, the greatest wrestler in a while, versus Tranquilo Naito, Tetsuya Naito, and he starts off with a neck breaker. Big chop to the chest there. Naito, takes a shot to the midsection. And El Texacool drive for a leg drop, but caught. Reverse DDT. What's Naito thinking here? Hooks the head. Oh, back elbow right across the back of the head. Looking for a scoop slam maybe, but a counter by El Texacool. And Texacool floats over into the DDT, planting Naito into the mat. With Naito in trouble now, Texacool taking the advantage as he walks over the back of Naito and mocking him. And Naito able to get the quicker grab and a big back elbow, knocking down El Texacool. El Texacool does have a Hardcore Championship match going into unforgettable, yes. I was going to say something else, either way. has a big opportunity to make history in that match by becoming a record-breaking four-time NCW Hardcore Champion if he can defeat Evan Edwards and Roy Nolan in a triple threat elimination Extreme Rules match. But of course, he's got focus on tonight, and Naito tries for a moonsault, and El Texacool ran right into that turnbuckle. Here he goes, rope hung neck breaker. Look at that, Naito just showing off to the crowd that tonight will be his night. And here we go, again getting caught. Another neck breaker by Naito. Oh, where's Naito? Naito going now. Seems to be going top rope. What's he thinking here? Naito looking to make a huge jump. Oh, and I think his elbow caught him, but I think he may have been going for a neck breaker. But either way, trying for the pin attempt off it. Not to be the case. Naito stomped to the back of the head. What's he thinking here? Reverse figure four? But look at that, El Texacool able to break the lock. And a shot to the head for good measure, but he is staggered. Naito could have had some damage done to that knee. Well, El Texacool was stuck in that lock, but Texacool able to put Naito over the top rope. Third time's the charm, finally able to knock him out. Or knock him down at least. With El Texacool on the hunt. But here we go, big shoulder barge. And Naito throwing El Texacool back into the ring. A big random headfirst into that turnbuckle. Perhaps the last time El Texacool may see these turnbuckles. Those glorious golden King of the Ring turnbuckles. As El Texacool looking to take Naito to the top rope. What could he be thinking here? Oh no, is he possibly thinking for a super Spanish fly? And Naito back to his feet. Look for a grip in the form of a German suplex, maybe. Eats a back elbow, and here we go. Picks him up, atomic drop, and down goes Texacool. And Naito looking to possibly end it here. Here he goes, looking Destiano, and that could be it. Naito could be advancing to the semi-finals of the King of the Ring Championship Tournament. Ooh, no, Naito thought it was over, but no. El Texacool survives, and Naito is taking it out on the limbs of El Texacool. Naito scooping him up. What's he thinking here? Drops him neck first over the top rope. There's Naito telling him to bring it. And here we go. Brings him down into the Koji clutch. Is El Texacool going to submit? We haven't seen him tap out yet. Will this be the night? No. But I think he may have been drained to his absolute limit. As Naito looking for the Destiano one more time, and that's got to be it. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, no. El Texacool kicks out again. The first time, sure, but the second time was a shock. El Texacool will not die tonight. He wants that King of the Ring championship. I don't know about posing like Hulk Hogan in the corner. That's weird. But here we go. El Texacool looking for a sunset flip pin bomb. 1. And here he goes. Picks him up. Shot to the knee. Looking for the Shining Wizard. El Texacool can feel it. Again, walking over Naito. Shot to the face. El Texacool. Neckbreaker. Outside the ring he goes. El Texacool looking springboard leg drop. Naito is feeling it. El Texacool Irish whip now into the corner. Could be looking to end it with a slice of Texas toast. And is El Texacool advancing to the semi-finals? Naito able to get the shoulder up. Both men hitting their best moves, but both men refusing to give up, especially after coming so far. Naito able to throw El Texacool off. Here goes Snap Nab, brings him down, goes in for the chin lock. And El Texacool unable to resist. Oh, as I say that, El Texacool back to his feet. Elbow strikes, looking to escape. But into the corner we go from Naito. Setting him up in the tree of woe position. But oh, Texacool shot to the face with that knee and float over into the DDT. El Texacool somehow surviving even though he was upside down. And here he goes, cuts down the leg of Naito again, and there's a Shining Wizard. Looking for the cover. Can he put Naito away here? And yes, he can. El Texacool is moving on to the semi-final, and that is your final four. The Viking, the Dark Emperor of the Cruiserweights, the Reaper, and the best wrestler in a while, the man who does not know how to say quit. But El Texacool, the final man to move on to the semi-finals, which we will see kick off NCW Unforgettable. But that has been it for the final episode of King of the Ring. If you liked any of the matches, please hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you already haven't. Hit that notification button to stay up to date with NCW action, because we are going to see a lot of it over the next few weeks. You can hit me up on Twitter at NeoXtreme22, or you can hit up NCW on Twitter at NCWXTREME. Both will be down in the link description below, as we are on our way to NCW Unforgettable. It's going to be a huge match, 12 matches, none of which you want to miss, because we will finally see the first ever NCW King of the Ring champion crowned. But until then, I will see you guys next time for NCW action. Until then, this is NeoXtreme signing out. Adios.